Hello world, good day and good game to you all. Have you seen the crazy amount of materials that you need for one reactor implant? Yes, it seems much, but let's have a look where we can farm those resources faster and how we can get one implant within almost 2 hours. A reactor is your best friend when it comes to skill damage. You can unlock the full damage when you're using the one weapon that the reactor tells you to. But if you want to use a different weapon and have the full power, then you need to add the weapons that you are using to the reactor. All you need to do is go to the workbench and select Reactor Implant. Then the game hits you right in the face with costs that are damn high. One single implant costs 200 precise ion accelerator and 2000 normal ion accelerator. Let's write that down to not get confused. One implant costs 200 goldy shiny precise ion accelerator and 2000 blue ion accelerator. Of course we then go to Anais. She can research those enhancement materials for us. But she also has a price. One precise ion accelerator costs 650 quantum crystals. And the other one, not so shiny ion accelerator, costs 50 Nano Compound. Yep, let's write that down again. 650 quantum crystals for the golden one, 50 Nano Compound for the blue one. But we need 2000 blue ion accelerator, that means we have to pay 100,000 Nano Compound. And we need 200 golden shiny precise ion accelerator, one costs 650, so in total we have to pay 130,000 quantum crystal. And where do we get those resources? We get them from destroying reactor. An ultimate reactor gives us almost 120 Nano Compound and almost 100 quantum crystal. Dismantling a rare reactor gives us roughly 76 Nano Compound and 49 quantum crystal. Drop chances are something like 70-30 thanks to the region reactor, so... Wait, let's make it simple and write down... Yes. We would have to dismantle something like 1700 reactor for one reactor implant. Well, this sounds like a lot, but we only need to farm some juicy missions for 2 to 4 hours. It is important that those missions have a lot of champions or elites. Because killing one champion is as good as killing 11 normal enemies when we farm those materials. Let's look at the missions and how much materials we get for destroying reactors. One option is Fortress Outskirts. With a simple bunny build you can solo farm over 100 kills here per minute. With lots of champions and 5 elite enemies. On average this should yield 590 materials per minute. Not that much, but it gets better. The anticipated ambush point is a well-known mission to farm reactor, codebreaker and other stuff. Here you can kill only 55 enemies per minute, or a lot more when you are in a team, but the mission is very fast and spawns plenty of champions, which gives us something like 600 materials per minute. The Vulgus occupied buildings in Kingston is another nice farming mission. It may only have over 60 enemies per minute, but they spawn fast and have a lot of champions. In my test I was able to get over 700 materials from the place, farming it all on my own. But anyone you ask will surely send you to some outpost. Problem is that they tend to spawn only normal enemies and almost no champions. But they spawn a lot of it. 220 kills per minute and more. This is how you can get over 950 materials per minute. This here is the one in Agna Desert, Vermilion Waste. Same for the outpost in Miragestone. Do not kill the boss in there until the last seconds, because outposts spawn enemies all the time near the wall and they get instantly killed by Valby's waterway. But I highly suggest that you kill the boss in the last second, because it sometimes gives a morph material, maybe a reactor, and it does not hurt since the outpost cooldown is only 30 seconds. But the elite boss in those outposts is drunk and stupid. He walks around all the time, sometimes steps on your waterway and dies long before the time is over. To prevent this you need a friend with Sharon that stuns him all the time so the boss does not move. Or you take one of the other outposts which have a commander. The outpost in Stereoland repository has a commander, which makes it stupid simple. A commander can basically not die. He has an immunity phase, so when he steps on Valby's waterway, he won't get any damage. Same for the outpost in Fortress defense line. This also has a commander which won't die on Valby's waterway until you destroy his defense, which is like the balls hovering above his head. But if you don't have a Valby ready, then there is one more mission that is even better. And it makes me happy seeing this good old farming location again. Believe it or not, the environment contamination zone can be as good as an outpost. I farmed this for 1 hour straight, all on my own, and had almost half of the resources for a reactor implant. That's crazy. You may not get as much gold as in an outpost, but this mission drops a lot of reactor and materials because it spawns a lot of champions. Speaking of reactor drops, don't forget to equip your equipment drop rate buff. All numbers that I've shown you are without that buff, so yours can be even higher. Let me know in the comments which locations you liked the most and how long it took you to speedrun a reactor implant. Until then, have a great day, good luck, good game, and goodbye.